leaders, helping people shine.
When leaders think about burnout, they often look for big causes: heavy workloads, tight deadlines, organizational change. But in reality, a lot of exhaustion comes from something much smaller and much easier to fix. It comes from friction. One of the most practical ways of managing energy at work is paying attention to the small recurring frustrations that drain people day after day. Not the dramatic problems, but the irritating ones, the unclear process, the meeting that should have been an email, the decision that keeps getting revisited. These things seem minor on their own, but together they quietly exhaust people. And when leaders ignore them, managing energy at work becomes far harder than it needs to be. Here's the mistake leaders often make. They assume people will speak up about these issues if they matter. But most won't. Not because they don't care, but because they don't want to sound negative, difficult, or nitpicky. So the friction stays and energy leaks. Leaders who are effective at managing energy do something different. They go looking for friction instead of waiting for the complaints. So here's what I'd like you to do. Ask your team one simple question. What is one small thing in how we work that makes your job harder than it needs to be? Then listen to the answer without defending the current system. You are not committing to fixing everything. You are committing to understanding where the energy is being wasted. Now, when you remove even one of these friction points, something important happens. People feel relief. They feel heard. And they regain energy, not because the work changed dramatically, but because it became smoother. Here's my challenge to you, leaders. This upcoming week, identify and remove one small, unnecessary obstacle in how your team works. Don't underestimate the impact. Small fixes compound, and they are one of the most overlooked tools leaders have for sustaining energy over time. This is Merge Gupta-Sunderji with a Merge Management Moment.
Turning managers into leaders, helping people shine.